Hey guys, what's going on? Another green day. I've been saying that for the past 13 days. Day 13 that I am green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This has been amazing. What an amazing month. So, I was actually up over 200 on the day on just the one name on VTVT. Pretty much exactly what this is, almost. But then I took a loss on FTFT. So let's pull the P&L over and see what happened here. VTVT at the start of the day was a great trade. Let's just pull up the video. Let's get right into it. See how this goes. VTVT was coming up. I said over the highs, as the volume starts to come in, I'll buy, I can't remember, like 1,600 shares or something. So 128, 129. So I got in with 1,000 at 130 and 129. She starts to pop up. I put 500 shares up at 134. I didn't know how far this was going to go. That ended up being maybe kind of a premature exit. Whatever. On some days it wouldn't be, but you know, I didn't chase it. I was just watching. I just keep watching this, see how high it goes here. So it's making it up to the $0.50, finding some resistance. So I put my shares up, and I bail those shares out on the bid at 141. You can probably hear that train going by, and that's probably annoying. So IZEA, I missed this move. I saw it pop up, and I said, okay, you know, over $3, this looks great. There's a lot of sellers here, you know, 1,000, 5,000, before $3. So I thought to myself, if we can get through that, because that pullback there was on low volume, if we can get through that, you know, I'll buy it. But of course, I switched back to VTVT, and I have, you can see here, I have all these other charts on my other monitor here, and I had, well, at the time I had IZEA. I think it was right here, IZEA. So I saw it on my other monitor here, and once it did come up through $3 here, just straight up into a circuit breaker, 70 cents higher. So I was gonna buy 1,000 shares. That would have been a $700 winner if I had held on, but you know. It happens. Okay, so back to the video. I buy the dip here on VTVT. Another 1,000 shares in at 141. I think I keep a pretty tight stop on this. I don't want this to go that much against me. I'm waiting for it to break 150. And then, see, I got flushed out there. That's something you should never do. So there's a quick flush. You can see there. Quick flush to 139, and I sold out. You should never ever do that. But yeah, again, whatever. See, it's back up to 142. This stuff happens. And then I see on my scanner, you can see on the bottom here, IZEA is halted at 374. So go back just a tiny bit. So IZEA down here, 325, 340, 350. Sorry, excuse me. 350, 360, 370. I wasn't watching. I was watching IZEA. I was watching VTVT. So, unfortunately, I missed that. But then I see out of my peripheral, as I'm looking here, I see the halt icon come up. Hold on. Where does it come up there? Yeah, there it is. Halted. So I click on it, and I'm like, I missed it. I missed my entry here at $3. I was gonna get in there, so who knows when I would have taken profit, but that would have been a nice winner. Anyways, I get in for the new 1 minute candle and the break of the highs of VTVT. So that's at 47. So 46, 48, 1,500 shares in at 145, 146 for the break of 150. So I know IZEA is just halted. So also for the break of 150, I had another 500 shares at 148. So now here we're already up 159. So I put 1,000 shares up at 159. Don't get filled. I keep moving my order down. I get filled, you know, 159, 158. And I'm watching. I think, yeah, so I bail the rest of it out. On the way back down at 152. You know, I'm up 173 on the name. It kind of just chops around a bit. And then I get in one more time for a very, very quick scalp. 155, I buy in for 1,000 shares here. Look at this giant seller here. So we get up to 160. There's 26,000 shares. So I don't know. This thing's looking a little overextended to me. We're at the resistance level on the daily at 164 of the previous high. So I see that. I put my shares up into that. I get bought into. All my shares get bought into. This seller at 160 gets bought up. We push to 163, and then I think we come right back down. So that was a good sell. What else do I get in here? Oh, I saw a trade in there. VTVT for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So I get in with only 400 shares, and then I add 800, or another 400. So I'm... Sorry, man, my throat in the mornings, you guys know. So... 800 shares, I'm reducing my risk. So I was taking 1,500, 1,600, 2,000 shares. I'm reducing my risk now in case I'm wrong. So I sold, again, I bailed out of this too early. So I'm in at 156. 155, it comes down, I get nervous, I bail out for a tiny, tiny loss. But if I had held on for my original risk, which was 6 cents, so 6 cents back down to 150, or a move back up to the highs, which would have been like 8 cents. You can see here, it comes back down a little bit. Thank God I didn't get filled here on Yuma. I try to get filled for the break of 150 to put my shares up after 150. Didn't get filled. That's fine. So VTVT makes its move without me. You saw I sold out here at 155. Right on this little area. It makes its move. It rides this 9 EMA all the way up. So whatever. Makes another move without me on massive volume here. I'm thinking of scalping these highs, so over 180 I'll scalp it, but it's too overextended right now. We broke over that daily level, and I'm trying to see if it holds here at 167, you know, which it did, which is why all this buying ended up coming in. So I should have been in for this. I'm just scalping the highs here, you know, 3 cents on 500 shares, just adding $15, just quickly here and there. There's another really good trade on it. Where is it here? So, we're having crazy resistance at 195, which is also right below a whole dollar, which itself has a lot of resistance. So, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get in. See, I take my full position size like I did earlier, only because of this curling action. Kind of the increasing volume to an extent on the way up, and the fact that everyone who's slapping the bid and getting short in this area will have to cover if it breaks 195. So we're curling up. This is looking amazing. 194, 195. The second I see 195, I'm in 2,000 shares. Man, VTVT is still moving. I can see it on my other monitor here. Let's take a quick peek at it. It's all the way up now at 230. That's crazy. Okay, so before I get too distracted, VTVT, 2,000 shares, in at 195 for the break of $2. I sold a little early because I saw a lot of shares up on the ask here at each increment. So I sell out of 1,600, and I hold on for 400. I put another 200 up at 199. So I only have 200 shares left. I mean, these trades are... That trade was 1 second for $60 profit. So, you know, it pushes up. My last exit was at 198, I guess. So, past that, I didn't take any trades. I said, okay, that's it. Let's stop over trading. Look at my commissions, $100 because of 11,000 shares bought overall. So, I don't know. Man, this thing, like, look at this. Look at VTVT. It is going nuts right now. This thing is just whipping around on the level 2. Look at this. This is crazy. It's got some massive volume right now, you can see. So this would have been a... This probably would have been a good trade over 210, but I still wouldn't have taken it because it was looking like it did right here when I took that first... When I was just explaining that 2,000 shares for the break of $2. You know, 2,000 shares for the break of 210. And this candle only went up to 215, 216. At this point, it doesn't necessarily seem worth it. The first 1 minute candle to make a new high is always a good strategy. So let's try it. We'll see if in the next 20 seconds it comes back up to 237. And if it does, I'll take 400 shares with a risk of maybe... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I won't give it that long, just in case. Yeah, this thing is flushing pretty hard back down to the 9. I already don't like the looks of this, so never mind on that. Never mind. I don't want to wipe away my profits. So today, a little bit smaller of a day, but perfectly fine. So I don't know if anyone watched my intro video, my first lesson. It's like the first video on my channel. I talked about how I used to work at a vehicle assembly plant. So I used to make 21-ish, 21 like 50 on average per hour. So 8 hours a day for 6 days a week. So every day I would make $172. Now before taxes, before all that crap. But, you know, this is before taxes too. So $172, and I thought that was pretty good money for having worked at minimum wage before. And yeah, it was long hours, and it was easy work though. And I thought that I was getting paid pretty well. So my goal every day now is to make over $172. So I can close the day happy at 188. Maybe this will be my 3rd green week in a row. I can't believe I've done this. This is awesome. You know, $3,300 on the month, averaging $250 a day. If I kept up this average for the whole year, I would make $65,000. Now that is not going to happen. I'm gonna have some red days. If I'm red, you know, 300 tomorrow and 250 the next day, you can see that this already changes this down to 186 and 47,000. So I'm not worrying too much about this. I don't really care. It's just kind of cool to see. I got to keep these red days small. So they're coming at some point. We all know it's impossible not to have a red day. So I'm hoping... VTVT, the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. And it goes up 15 cents. Maybe I should have taken the trade, maybe not. I don't know. I'm happy with my profits. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good day. We'll see what we can do tomorrow. If you like my videos, please subscribe. If not, just leave a comment. If not, just keep watching. Anyways, thanks and have a good one.